let's talk about smoke grenades. So naturally, colored smoke can be very effective on the battlefield for marking your position, signaling to aircraft or long-distance friendlies, but we can also use it in a gunfight as a concealing mechanism to obscure the battlefield and enable movement. That's fundamentally what it does. We want to enable movement so that we can prevent the enemy from seeing us, so we can move around more freely without being shot in the face. So in this little situation we've got here, we've got, set up on a hill. We decide the enemy, there's too many of them. We need to break contact. So what's going to happen is we are going to throw smoke. Now, we got our smoke thrown out. Typically, if it's worth throwing one smoke grenade, it's probably worth throwing a few. But we don't want to just start moving immediately because it takes time for these things to billow. It takes time for the smoke to come up, for the wind to catch it. And if the wind's too strong, it may blow it left, right, front, center. So you may need to throw it upwind or downwind and be cognizant of what the actual environment's going to do to it. Eventually, though, we will get a nice big smoke screen that will enable us to withdraw, bound back, do what we need to do, and get distance from our threat. Now, it's worth noting, though, that it matters where we throw the smoke, because if we just hurl these smoke grenades right into the enemy positions, one, it's going to be hard to be more accurate, and two, if we just conceal parts of it, we're not going to get full coverage, so they're still going to be able to shoot at us. Or they may decide, oh, it's time to assault, and they're just going to start assaulting through because the smoke is going to conceal their movement before you can actually withdraw. Smoke is very effective in the assault, so you may want to just, if the terrain allows, just toss it 10 feet in front of you. If you're withdrawing to the rear, that smoke screen right in front of your position is probably more valuable than a smoke screen way out towards them. Now, the inverse is also true. If you decide we want to assault now, and we want to put that smoke screen into their faces, throw it closer to them, you got them on the ropes, now it's time to assault through, because they're not going to be able to see us until we push through that smoke screen, and then all of a sudden we're right in their faces. So make sure you're using smoke intelligently. Make sure you're not just throwing it for the hell of it, because although it's really cool, we want it to be more than just tactical ambiance, right? And of course, naturally, you can't get military smoke. This is not something that civilians can access, but you can get these little paintball airsoft grenades, which are actually pretty darn effective. So if you want to incorporate this into more like civilian preparedness and everything, worth getting a case of these or something.